We have another fight breaking off. A taunt.
It's time to turn up the vibe. Let me take you on a ride. We aiming straight to the sky. Spread your wings and fly. It's time to turn up the vibe. Let me take you on a ride. We aiming straight to the sky. Spread your wings and fly. Time to turn it up right now. Time to turn it up. Time to turn it up right now. Time to turn it up. Time to turn it up right now. Time to turn it up. Time to turn it up right now. Let me take you on a ride. It's time to turn up the vibe.
Alright. There is a little issue, however, it's not affecting the game. What is going on? Let's try again. No, it should work. Alright. A bit of a technical difficulty. Anyway, guys. I finally stopped. So, welcome everybody. We're gonna watch some Dota tonight. However, without a co-caster tonight. Completely planned, but it is what it is. So yeah, you will have to bear with me trying to do play-by-play instead of only doing some analysis casting. Anyhow, let's get into the game. Let's see what we have. So far, Spain bans Pango, Tinker, Silencer, Gyro.
10 seconds remain.
I am not sure about the Pango ban.
5
First,
seconds.
not sure the Netherlands doesn't really play that often. But yeah, Pango is always an annoying hero, of course. And of course, the Tomler Tinker is banned. They decided to pick up a Vengeful Spirit and Dawnbreaker. And on the side of the Netherlands, we see a Nightstalker Weaver pickup. They banned the Brewmaster, Nyx Assassin, Godseeker. I have done a quick research, well, very quick and brief research on the team of Spain. I saw that they like to play Brewmaster, so that's definitely one of their go-to heroes for the offlane. So that's probably the reason why they banned that. Besides that, we see a Void Spirit ban coming in right now. Then it doesn't want to deal with that hero. Although Nightstalker is pretty nice against the Void Spirit, till he gets BKB, and it's starting to be a little bit annoying. Because if you have a blink on the Nightstalker, you can just blink on him and silence him, and there's no way he will ever get away from you.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Invoker ban, now that is interesting. I mean, and probably Tomra does play a bit of Invoker, but I'm not sure Marv does. And I haven't really seen Invoker mid in like ages. I've seen some post 4 Invokers. I saw Team Belgium play it, for example, in IeSF. I'm not sure against who. I think it was against Spain as well, by the way, that they did that. But they lost that game, however. And we see a Slar pickup. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Not sure which way they want to go now. So they probably have a with the Venge and Dawnbreaker, they have their support combo already set up.
10 seconds remain.
And together with a Slark. Alright. See what the
5
Netherlands want to do to their next pickup. So what are they looking for right now? So the Nightstalker is probably a core. Or we see a Myron plus 5 actually. That is definitely something that we can see. We saw it, I think it was against Malta that they did it. Did they? Okay, don't actually get him, but I saw Myron play it. Kunkka. Alright. Now that is something I like. So you might be able to dispel a lot with your Dark Pack as a Slark. But you cannot dispel the X-Mark of course. And besides that, he has a lot of AoE spells, so his ult doesn't give him that much protection. Besides the HP regen. Because Kunkka of course can still hit him. Even of course with his W. He can even still kind of right click this Slark as long as someone else closest to him that he can hit. So yeah, I'm really liking this Kunkka pick. I'm hoping here that it will be a core. We will see where they want to place it. The next up is another pick for the Netherlands. They're probably looking now. I think you want to look for a post 4 hero here right now. Yep, and there you go, a post 4 hero, Rubik. Solid hero. Some good spells to steal. Of course, like Venge Swap is really nice to have. The Slark Dark Pact, although you don't really want it that often. You rather have stun, like the Venge
10
stun.
seconds remain.
Dawnbreaker spells are also interesting to steal, of course.
5 seconds.
But I think you don't really want his stun ability, the Q. Or what it's called anymore. Not that familiar with Dawnbreaker just yet. Then you will have to be in melee range as a Rubik. You don't really want it. That's 9 out of 10 times that you will die. Yeah. So that's gonna be a rough one. But the ult and the W
Dyer's turn
definitely
to
some
bat.
good spells for you too. See an IO pickup. Alright. Interesting, interesting. I'm interested at where they want to lane this IO with. They want to partner it up with the Slark,
10
or they're gonna
seconds.
pick still something that they want to partner it up with.
5 seconds remain.
I'm not so sure.
It is Radiant's ban.
This could still also, of course, be a Venge post 3. They are looking for a post 4 as their mid now. They're definitely looking for mid actually. Unless they play IO mid, like Tomler does. We see a puck ban out.
10
Annoying
seconds
control
remain.
hero. Weaver doesn't really like to play against a puck, for example. And he can't
It is
scoot you around that
Dyer's
much.
ban.
You see a Leshrac ban out. And a lot of extra AoE. But I'm not so sure why you would ban Lesh now. Because maybe I'm complete. Well, actually, I am probably completely wrong with a mid Kunkka. Because Bixen is, of course, a Kunkka player. How could I
10
forget about that
seconds
one?
remain.
Bixen loves the hero, and he's the +3 player here for the Netherlands.
5
So he will
seconds
probably pick up
remain.
that Kunkka. So then Team Netherlands is actually picking up. Looking for another mid.
It is Radiant's ban.
Ember
Dyer's
ban and a
turn to
PO
bat.
ban. Alright, a PO ban. Now that is... So Spain is not completely certain yet on how Team Netherlands want to lane. Meanwhile, Team Netherlands know for sure that Spain is looking for a mid hero at this point. I'm curious to see what they... Team Netherlands can still go a lot of ways. Like even if Pixen is the Kunkka player normally,
5
they could still
seconds.
opt to go to put it on Tumblr and put it mid instead of in the offlane. They can even run a post for a Weaver if they don't want to run it as a carry. So Team Netherlands definitely can still go every that they want. However, their time is running out. 2 seconds. What is it? It's Alina. Alright, I like that. But then we see a post 3 Kunkka after all, and then we see a Tumblr mid Lina. Curious to see how Team Spain wants to respond on this one.
10 seconds remain. 5
What do you want
seconds
right now to
remain.
complete this lineup? You might want to have some control, because their control is not that great yet. I mean, you have the Dawnbreaker, but it's only, it's only the Dawnbreaker so far. And if it's just your boss 5, you definitely don't want it to, how's it called, to start the fights with. Definitely want it more to cause havoc in the middle of a fight. But I might want to look for something that can start a fight for them. Because they don't really have that right now. Unless Venge just wants to suicide in every time and swap someone out of position. Which is definitely an option for them. But I'm not sure if that will be enough. We're still
Wind Ranger at
Winter.
your service.
Right.
Force your will upon the battlefield today.
Interesting, interesting. I did not expect a Wind Ranger here. Not sure how that fares up against Lina. I think both heroes are fine with the matchup. When Wind Ranger get a Javelin, however, with an air level 6, it might be a little bit annoying for Tumblr if he gets caught out of position. But in general, I think they will be fine. Like, it also can also go the other way. Because if Lina gets a stun off, get her nukes off, just ults the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger is pretty much just dead, straight up. They both don't really have that much HP. Oh, let's see. Let's see how this one is gonna play out. I'm curious. I would prefer right now to play the Netherlands lineup. Because I just don't know how they're gonna start a fight. Like, Spain just needs to run at them. And then that's all they can do. Well, the Netherlands can just start a fight with getting someone with an X mark. Maybe, well, it's a +5 Night Stalker, so that's gonna be a little more difficult. But he could get a blink there and just ult blink in with his silence and his stun. It is a mini stun, of course, but it could give enough vision for the long range of the X mark plus boat plus torrent, whatever else he wants to throw at this at whoever's getting caught out. Let's see that beautiful level 30 Kunkka. Beautiful. How could I almost forget about this guy being a master tier Kunkka. So let's see, we have a Myron on the Night Stalker, we have Tomra on the Lina, Cash on the Weaver, and we have the Kunkka played by Bixen and Marv playing the Rubik. On the other side we have Prodigy Conwar on the IO, Slark played by Mousefat. Pika plays the mid Wind Ranger. Sorry on the bench. Banya on the Dawnbreaker. Let's see what they want to do on the mid. So this Night Stalker definitely has something right now. He sees a lot. That's an upside for him. Maybe he can spot out the ward if it's gonna be placed by the Wind Ranger here. Are they holding a sentry? No, they're not holding a sentry so far. However, we do see Maron starting with those boots again. And Maron looking to click some people in the lane soon. Tomra plays his ward. I don't think that was spotted by Wind Ranger. Anyone else. The ward should be safe. And let's see what they want to do. Definitely look like they want to jump on the bottom lane. Rubik sees arrow of. Oh no, wait. The IO will see the Rubik. That's that not much vision is given. And they seem to be just trading some runs. Both teams get 2 runs. Nothing excited happening so far. IO's having a little poke at Bixen. He'll just walk away. That's just what it is. I see that everyone is believing into the side of the Dodger to win this match. It's great. Maybe a little bit of bias from you guys, but hey, I take it, alright? So we see some trading so far from Marv and IO. Marv was getting the upper hand because, of course, of Faithful. Minus damage for the IO. And it's also a nice nuke, of course. Let's see how those lanes shape up. Seems the Wind Ranger is still holding her ward. He didn't place it yet. Curious to see how long she's gonna wait with that. Tomra knows at least now that there's no ward so far placed. Then on the top lane, we see not much happening so far. Cash having a little bit of trouble to get to the creep so far. Oh, getting stunned here and getting gone on. They have vision, but he is completely fine. Do they have a solve? They do not have a solve. They should know now that the sentry there is at least. He did do a right click as well. Cash definitely does want to be a little bit careful now. And he might be in trouble this time and dies actually. Oy, oy. It's an annoying combo to play against as a Weaver. As a Weaver you don't have that much HP. Yeah, that is that stun plus the hammer combo of the Dawnbreaker definitely does a lot of damage. But his decree wave is now under his tower and he will be able to farm it safely. We see 2 sentries incoming for the Dawnbreaker. So D-ward is 1 ward from Maron. He's right clicking right now on him though. Tomla securing some runes for himself. Wind Ranger still did not place the ward so far. Mid lane, however, is even so far on the CS. Pretty much both have 11. One more D-knife for the Wind Ranger. Yeah. It's really a minimal difference between the two of them. Both seem to be completely fine and happy with what's happening. Bottom lane we see the Slark going on, but a nice... Oh, the turn just missed the Slark. If that Slark was hit there by the turn, he would have died. He still dies in the end. But Marv just keeps on clicking and clicking and clicking. He clicks now Courier as well and clicks him to death.
Radiant's courier
Is he gonna click this Io to death? He has a Feybolt ready.
each brave
If
courier.
Io is not careful, he might die. Alright, he decides to solve up. I'm sure Marv is happy with that. In the meantime, Vixen is able to stay in the lane and keep on farming. And the Slark was dead. See some aggression here from Tumblr under the tower of Windranger. Windranger has no mana so far. Tumblr knows that and is playing aggressive so far. Playing Cash is low again. Gets a solve, however, now. There's a lot of mangoes being spent on the top lane to keep this aggressive play up for the team of Spain. So Cash needs to be careful here. He starts to run away. Luckily, they were not fast enough to catch up with him. But this means he is low again, and you just use a solve. Oh, we have a little bit of a pause. Let's see when the ranger already placed that ward so far. Nope, it's still in her inventory. Omra who just a bounty run. Do we have in the other lanes? I are trying to zone up Marv. So yeah, Cash is having a rough time so far. You can definitely see that in the net worth. In the last hits. Only 9 so far for him. He's not really allowed to start hitting creeps. Every time he goes to the creep wave, he just gets stunned. He gets Dawnbreaker shit on him. And he just straight up having not a good time. Maron who will see this ward, so that's good at least. A lot of sentry wards being spent here as well. So even though they killed Cash so far once and keep him down, there are a lot of resources spent to keep him down so far.
Dire's middle
So let's see if that
tower
will
is
pay
under
off for them. Slark is here an item on the ground. Oh, it's Orb of Venom. Weird item to drop on the floor. Not sure why you would do that ever. Doesn't give any stats or something to regen up faster or whatever. Nobik who tried to pull the creep wave, however, did not get it done. I'm curious how they wanna start dealing with this top lane, because Cash is just straight up not having a great time so far. And he needs to get some farm out. Like even Slark is pulling away now from him at this point. Luckily, however, the Kunkka is doing very, very well in this lane as well. He's going here on the IO. Nice X-Mark into Torrent. They do have enough damage. Nice live by Marv. Great live. Cancelling the tether. And so they get a kill. And meanwhile, the creep wave is getting killed by this camp as well. So Vixen, who can just still farm an entire creep wave for Slark, only gets a remaining few that were still alive there. It's going great in this bottom lane. However, it has to be, right? Like, if your top lane is not going so well, Vixen needs to step up here and make some space soon for him. And he does it very well right now by killing the Slark a few times now. Marv who dies here, sadly. A little bit too late to get away there. And on top we see a dust being thrown out. Action-packed lane so far. On both bottom and they're going again on Cash. Cash who's being caught out. He run away. He seems to be fine. They might get a return kill on the Dawnbreaker though. Dawnbreaker still has the buff on her with the minus armor. And Nightstalker who's strong right now. He wants to fight. He wants to clap some people. He keeps on going. Iron just running after this Venge. Decides to back off. He's like, I did enough damage for now. That was great. Good turnaround. Finally getting something done on that top line. They have to. It's nighttime now. This is when Nightstalker is getting strong. He needs to be active now. He needs to get something done. He needs to make sure that this Weaver can farm safely. And he's doing that. He's getting a solve from the Dawnbreaker. Tomra again stealing a bounty rune. This guy just keeps on stealing bounty runes. However, it seems like Windranger also stole the bounty rune of the Dire side. And finally the ward's being placed. So we finally have vision now. Not sure Tumblr noticed that. Probably not. It was outside of his vision. Windranger, who is falling low now a little bit, needs to be careful. One more Q and an ult and he's dead. And Tumblr has more than enough health and mana to do that. Tumblr starts pulling away as well right now from that Windranger. 55 last hits for him, 41 for the Windranger. And meanwhile, bottom we see again on Slark. We just keep on going, and it is great. Dixon wants to dive this. He's like, this IO is not getting away from me. Not again. Meanwhile, Windranger TPing bottom. Can they protect their Rubik? It seems like he's trying to juke him out. But gets found in the end. But this is alright. So they forced the TP of the Windranger now. Omro was getting that mid tower already to half HP. Dawnbreaker had to rotate away from the lane on top. That means the aggression on top is done. That means Weaver is farming, which is definitely something that we were looking for. And this is exactly the space that Pixel needed to make. So it's all going quite nicely. We see a 2k lead now in the ready for the team of the Netherlands at 8 minutes. Doesn't say that much yet. One plus team fight and it's turned around. But hey, it's a great start so far, right? Gotta take what you can take. Now let's see what kind of items I want to transition in. First we see a meal from Kyoto for Weaver. For Finch is nothing yet. And we see something interesting on Lina, of course, for the boots of travel. BKB first items. What you see nowadays on bottom. See we do something here interesting. Finch will TP bottom now. But this means that Weaver is starting to get a free lane. While Slark is still being heavily contested. Marv, sadly, however, finds them. Can he get away both? Oh, this might be a very good save from Bixen. Bixen needs to be careful now, though, because he's... Tomler decides to join the fray as well. However, they get the Slark almost down. He just lives on like 10% of his HP. However, Tomler is not done yet. He has a DD. He's like, I want to fight. He's gonna continue. They're looking for the Slark. Can they find him? Night Stalker is getting close. They see him now. Can he get an X-Mark? X-Mark is still on cooldown. He's on level 1, so the range was not there. However, they are boxing him in right now. He now, however, TP'd away already. But they're still chasing this. Slark cannot do anything here. And this seems to be the end of his dive. Trying to get away. Io was healing him up as much as he can, but he dies in the end. Now Io is in trouble as well. Need to be careful. Oh, a great checker shot, tying the two together. And Bixen seems to be taking the fall in the end, after all. However, this costed a lot of time and resources for Spain to turn it into a somewhat acceptable trade for them. In the meantime, we have Weaver farming away. You see him catching up. He's already past the Slark, even with 12 last hits by now. And when we were saying like 3 or 4 minutes ago, he was like 11 down on the Slark. So that's... he's just catching up quickly. Myron is in a little bit of trouble. Can he get away with here? He just pops the ult and just flies over the trees and there's nothing to be done. However, they decide to turn around. Bixen is back as well. This Io, he's in a whole lot of trouble right now. Tries to juke his way out. Can he get out? Nope. Marv's just blocking him. And they give the kill to Bixen. And Myron, look at this. He is just on the hunt right now. This Slark is suffering big time. He's only level 6. And Myron, who is the boss 5 for Team Netherlands, is also level 6. That is something you do not want to see if you're somehow a fan for Team Spain. Sorry, we are a little biased in this cast after all. In the meantime, what is happening on top? French went top again. But Cash is like, now, I got enough farm. I can just farm jungle now. It doesn't matter anymore that you guys are strong in the lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger. Radiant's bottom tower is no more. Dire should look to their top tower. The radiant glyph is now active.
Now that is daytime though, however, you probably see the Team Netherlands just taking a little bit of a chill pill. Farming up, waiting for the next nighttime that he wants for the Night Stalker again. Probably trying to look for maybe some more towers. If they can get this mid tower, they can take over the jungle of Team Spain. So something they want to do. Setting up for this gank. However, I'm not sure that you want this as Team Netherlands, however, because there are in numbers here on Team Spain. Bixen definitely did not expect 4 people to be here. Good at both, hitting on 3 people. However, it's not enough. Tomler is still looking to see if he can get something, but he does not be able to. So this now Team Netherlands know, however, the top lane is empty. So we see probably Cash healing up, going back to the top lane and get on farming away again. And we see something from Rubik. He steals the Dark Pact. Always nice to have. Always nice to have. So let's have a look a bit on the network. We see Tomler pulling away from anyone with his Boots of Travel. Already has a Meteor Hammer. Working on that BKB. When he gets a BKB, he wants to be aggressive. We see Cash now being maybe in a little bit of trouble. Does a lot of damage, however, to that Venge. And the Venge might be in trouble here because there is time lapse. He gets it off, gets hit by the Dawnbreaker ult, however, but the dude did not have vision instantly. Marv with the steal on Dawnbreaker ult, and they just nuked down the Dawnbreaker, and Venge getting chased down by Cash. Great steal by Marv. It was a little bit sad that the Venge did not have vision there. Because of that they got the time lapse. Well, probably would have got the time lapse off anyhow. So the timing was not 100% either. And just good rotations this time around from Team Netherlands. Something that we saw Sweden do a lot as well, like rotating all the time, outnumbering the opponent. That's what Team Netherlands is doing now as well. However, they lose their mid tower for this, but they get the top tower in return. Let's see if they want to rotate to take the enemy mid tower now as well. Marv is queuing up in either lens, like it, more range. So you want on the Rubik. Probably wants to keep onto this Solar Guardian for the next fight as well, if he could. Slark has his Echo Saber just completed. So yeah, that's not looking too great if you only just have that right now at 40-minute mark. He had a rough time, so yeah. Oh, we see maybe a little bit of a fight. Nice torrent. Can they follow up on this? No, they're not. They're like, alright, you can leave this time around. So meanwhile, Bigson has his Solar Crest completed. So he can buff up his Weaver if he wants. Do a lot of minus armor together with the box. That is quite a bit of minus armor. The Wind Range is getting X-Mark here. It's not all too healthy though, so they might just want to go for this. Okay, Vixen did not decide not to throw the bolt. Might have been able to kill him with that, but yeah. Looking at top Reaver. And got the kill. Oh yeah, Cash is recovering nicely. He's probably having a lot better time now than he had in the first 5 minutes, where he was struggling big time. But now he's all good, back on track. Just past this Kunka in Worth. We hear a boat going on the IO. Marv and Bigson are just looking for kills together all the time. Those two are just walking hand in hand, looking for more. Can they get it? They got the X mark off on the Dawnbreaker. They want to be aggressive here. There is a more. Oh, that Dawnbreaker is very, very dead. Can they get more? Slark is hanging around, but he has a pounce available. This should secure the mid tower.
Radiant have fortified their structures against attack.
This will open up a lot of the map for Team Netherlands. They find the Venge again. Venge in a terrible spot, getting jumped by everyone. Is that again? Just respawned? Venge is straight up having not a good time now. 0-4-2 at this point. Yeah, that is not what you want to see after the start they had on with that Venge. BKB is finished so far. He's gonna look into some great damage now on that Lina. Any other items being completed? We see a Halberd queued up next. That's definitely something Slark does not want to fight against. Lincoln being queued up for Cash. Some nice defensive item. What do we see on the side of Spain? Anything interesting? We see Diffusal being picked up. Alright, alright. I mean, I understand why you would want a bit Diffusal, but I'm not sure that's the item you need right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
However, what do you need? You're 7k behind at the 70 minute mark, like... Damn, that's rough. And as a Slark, you do not like to play from behind.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire have fortified
So what we see is Windranger queuing up for a BKB herself now, but she has fallen behind far on Tomley. Oh, we're both set up. Can they follow up on this? Xmark just came back in time. AoE silence done. Tomley almost getting the nuke down on the Windranger. However, he's getting turned around and needs to use his BKB. We see a ult from the Rubik this time around. I was a little bit confused by seeing a second Dawnbreaker ult. And they have got the Myron. Can they finish him? However, that's the big question. They don't seem to be able to. Bench is TPing out. Myron gets a stun off on him. While they're also hunting the Slark on the top. He doesn't seem to be a stun in time. Nope, he ulted there for to get out. Otherwise, Marv would have lifted him. Very good fight. Very good fight. No one died on the side of the Netherlands. It was a little bit scary, however, for both Tomler and Myron, but they came out alive. That's all that matters, right? In the end.
A golden thread.
And now it's starting to get rough for Team Spain even more. They just lost the team fight. It's pretty much shatters some morale on their side. Like, what do you want to do? To get back into this game. Like, your Slark is farming super aggressive, but however, Tomler finds him. And he has to run away again. You see big Asian stack. Ooh, Tomler likes that. Come to Papa, he says. Finds a grow bow as well with it. He probably doesn't mind finding that there as well. Look at those juicy mon. Let's look at Tomler. He is just taking off. The sky is the limit for his net worth at the very least right now.
Radiant should look to their middle tower.
All of a sudden, what do you do now, Team Spain? Bench is still desperately working to get that Aghanims completed, but he might be in trouble. Can they find him in time? The TP goes off. Ooh, just too far away. What do we have else? We have the mech finally completed on Io. And that is great for him. This had enough sustain for them. Keep their heroes alive. Ooh. Okay. Oh, bye Windranger. She just got destroyed on top. Didn't even see that. My bad for the camera arc. We almost have the link completed for Cash. He doesn't have to worry that much anymore. We see a setup again on the Venge, who's again in trouble. Tries to swap herself out, but gets just Xmark back in. We see a Dawnbreaker, although is this a Rubik? It's a Dawnbreaker this time around. Getting into the fight. Trying to back him up, relocate as well. They're throwing everything to turn this around. Trying to get that kill on Bixen. However, Bixen is just too tanky, too fast. Lina TPing, will they take the Slark away? They will, but however, Bixen with the Xmark and just gets an easy peasy IO kill. And now it's just on. Let's go. Let's take the tier 2. I'll get it here now. It's time to push. Take over that outpost as well after.
Flesh sustains, gold remains.
No, Team Spain will be looking to defend this tower. Probably not. They need to get some farm. They need to get that Windranger BKB. He's very close to it now. Slark is gonna look for his own BKB, but he's only the first component so far. He's still quite far away from that one. So yeah, and Venge still does not have that Aghanims, and it is 21 minutes at this point. This is not how you want to see your core Venge in this position at this point. This is rough. Going back to that bottom lane. Are you safe now this time around? Do you think that? You will be safe. But yeah, this is rough for her. Link is completed. Cash also be looking to get a Daedalus now. They might be looking for to a Roche kill. They want to. They have more than enough minus armor to do it.
Dire's
Also the halberd complete on Vixen, so yeah, good luck right clicking his ring ranger with your ult. That's just gonna have the rough time if they get it off before you BKB. Yeah. Or even on Slark, like on Slark you just need to hit in the fight, right? You wanna hit, build up those stacks, and then you're halberd, and you cannot hit. And you're very, very, very sad Slark. And don't have a BKB at this point, so yeah, that's gonna be a rough one. Let's see, they have a high ground vision here. Tomla is getting swapped in, but immediately activates his BKB, so they cannot do much follow-up damage. Tomla just walks away and Venge is dying quickly. Vixen finding people on the backline with his bolt, X marked on. Gets the Slark as well with that torrent, great torrent from him. The fight is getting split up a lot. Cash is looking for that Wind Ranger kill. Wind Ranger BKBs, but it doesn't matter, it just dies still after. Lina getting right click down as well, of the IO landing. Yeah, IO getting right click down by the Lina as well, but Iron Pool was getting the kill in the end. Another bad fight for Team Spain. Again, no one died this as well. Team Netherlands just does not die at this point. They're throwing everything at that Lina and he just BKBs and walks away. And then at this point the fight is a disaster. Venge is getting killed quite quickly. Even their illusion didn't do much there, and yeah, Vixen is just dealing with the backlines. He is short coming out. Is nice on the Kunkka. He can play around the enemy, moving them. And this Lina, yeah, what do you do? I'm just right clicking so hard right now, already having like nearly 300 right click damage. It's only 24 minutes in. And then you have a crit on top of that as well, and 2k HP. It's very rough right now. You saw the Wind Ranger just ulting the Lina and just didn't give even one time about it. Weaver looking into an MKB against the Wind Ranger. Then there's definitely no more way out for Wind Ranger. When they find her ult, they found the Slark and they kill him here fast enough. Dawnbreaker ulting in. They don't seem to be able to relocate out, so they want to fight this, but I'm not sure you want to do that as Team Spain, because you're split up so much right now. You're just getting killed before you can catch up. Rubik, however, did die by the Wind Ranger. That is all they can get. I mean, I guess for the position they are in, that yeah, they're happy with that trade.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now what? They're looking into your high ground. Weaver still has a DD. Well, DD is almost out. Are they looking to threaten high ground? Probably not. I'll take over the jungle, the outpost. So Wind Ranger just got her crits done. Now looking into BKB, but does not have buyback. Do we have what kind of buybacks do we have? Buybacks there. We have a IO buyback and a Dawnbreaker buyback. So if Netherlands this means one fight right now, the game is just pretty much over. Slark just got his buyback as well. But yeah. Just split up, getting some farm around the map, choking out the map, taking over the whole enemy jungle. Do we see next? We obviously a blink now on the Rubik. Go Scepter next so that the Slark or the Wind Ranger can't kill him anymore. Probably what happened last fight. Slark just got his BKB, that is big for them at least. He can stay a little bit safer now. But yeah, the MKB in the meantime is done on Cash. This is a hard hitting Weaver now. We just leaped there. Can Vixen get a X mark off on him? Doesn't seem so. He seems to be a little bit slippery, this fish. He managed to slip his way out. Probably try to look into a TP way. What is Venge looking for? Is he gonna stay here? Probably not, right? Come on, man, don't be this greedy. Don't be this greedy, Venge. Well, she's gonna be this greedy. She's staying around. Meanwhile, Team Netherlands, they're looking to threaten high ground maybe here. Oh no, they found an IO and a Slark. Can they blow up this IO? They can very easily. Ranger running away, but you saw the amount of damage. Marv with the blink catching her as well. But casually kind of looked like, oh, I'm not gonna get her anymore. A little bit of a communication fault there by Team Netherlands, but yeah, it doesn't matter that much. It still forced that BKB, almost killed her. And you can now start to threaten higher ground. Yeah, that annoying Windranger, however, is now alive still, so can just power shot through the waves every time. Is it enough to keep the wave out? Probably not. Omler is just playing so aggressive right now. Got the Lincoln buff as well from the Weaver. Just clicking away on this tower. This tower just does not stand a chance. Sadly, backdoor protection kicks in. Satanic is also done on him right now. Like, look at this Lina. 3k HP. Right clicking you for 350 damage. Man, that is something you don't want to face. And that at the 28-minute mark. That is not something you want to face. I don't know why it wasn't lasted. It needs to go to network. Oh, we see a bolt coming in. Can they catch someone with this? Myron looking for it. Backline. Can they get a Dawnbreaker? Ultsing gets a good stun in on two. Tomler was weak a bit, however, and he's just blowing people up. He's just clicking away at people. Can they kill him still? They get the Tomler kill, but at what cost did you get it? Your IO diebacked. Your whole team is dead, besides the Dawnbreaker who also fell back. So yeah, you got a kill. You got that annoying Lina who is so strong right now in this game. But the other four heroes are still alive. Sadly, this Lina did have a team behind her. And, yeah, they're stepping up right now to make short work of the base here. Team Spain, and I think we might see a GG call coming out anytime soon. 20k, 23k lead at this point. 2 lanes of barracks going down probably here. They don't want to fight before the Slark is up, right? Are they just gonna be, this is our last chance, guys, so let's just go for it. Vixen might be getting back on an awkward spot, however. Yeah, it's just tidal wave out, so Venge is completely out of position instantly. Windranger is also dying just so fast to that Weaver. And Kersh is just cleaning house at this point. Marv in deep. Can he find what they're looking for? Myron who's just coming in over the trees. They don't see him coming. We have the 3-mans here. And they're just looking at their base and he's just dying slowly but surely. Slark looking for a kill. Bench with the buyback. They get the Vixen kill here. Although I'm saying it, yeah, they do get him, but it cost them pretty much everything. Lina's back into the fight. He just respawned and he just TP'd in, basically. And so you kill one, the other one comes back in. Yeah, what do you do? It's just so rough. Now you find the Myra. It's just a Night Stalker. It's just a post 5. They can't be able to deal with the problems that they have, which is Weaver and Lina at this point. And the GG is being called. Team Netherlands taking the 1-0. Great first game of the Netherlands. They basically took the game in their hands. Had a rough first 5 minutes for the safe lane, but besides that, it was looking good in their lanes. Yeah, they just snowballed on. Slark never really got into this game at all. They just kept him down in lane, kept forcing him out. And they tried to help this Slark, but it just did not work out for them, and that gave Kersh a lot of room to just start farming up. And even though he had a bit of a rough start in the lane, he was able to catch up and rise in the net worth. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching in game 1. I will see you guys in a bit after the break.
I'm alone in the dark, can I be where you are? You were gone from the start, now you tear me apart. I gave you my trust, but you treated me like I couldn't see. I thought you were the one, but I know that I'll never be the girl that you need. You need. You love me right for a minute, even though I tried so hard to forget it. All you do is pave the way so I could reinvent myself. Reinvent myself. You love me right for a minute, even though I tried so hard to forget it. All you do is pave the way so I could reinvent myself. You can watch me glow.
Hallo, we zijn weer terug voor game 2 van Nederland tegen Spanje. Welkom everybody. On a co-caster for game 2. Question mark. What up, dude?
Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Very good, sir, very good. I saw the boys stomping. Game 1.
Yeah. What
Always
do you
nice
think?
to see.
Good shit you saw? Or?
I mean, Cash is getting owned. Love to see it. No, but I mean, I think they just played better, you know?
Oh yeah, they
Um,
definitely did. They had a rough first 5 minutes on that top lane, but when it got to nighttime, they just took off, and Bixen was making a shit ton of space for Cash to catch back up into that
Do you know
game.
the ranks of Spain? Are
5
they
seconds
better or worse?
So I'm not sure exactly, but I know they have like 2 players that are like top 500, and I think another 2 are like top 2000, and last guy I couldn't find. So they're pretty decent. I'm not sure what the rank currently are of Alan's team, especially not of Myron, because I don't think does Myron still have a rank?
Uh, not that I can see. It should be like
10 seconds
around
remain.
7k or something, maybe a bit higher, if I remember.
5 seconds
Yeah, but
remain.
I don't think he plays that much
Yeah. Only
ranked
playing
anymore.
Elder Scrolls Online. Shit, it.
Hey, sometimes you gotta play something else in Dota, right? So let's
True.
see. What do we see here on picks? We see that Brewmaster banned again. We know that they like to play it on the offlane on the side of Team Spain.
I mean, the first two bands, you see the Night Stalker coming out from Netherlands because they didn't want to get first picked.
So,
Spain had the first pick.
so what does make
If,
that the Night Stalker post 5? What makes it so good all of a sudden?
I mean, it's kind of okay in lane, especially when it goes to nighttime. And then when a team fight comes, you just ult and you have a complete vision over trees, etc.
Yeah, I was thinking of the vision
Um,
advantage that the hero gives
Turn to
mainly.
pick.
Yeah,
That makes it
and
so
it's
good.
also just kind of good when you can just have some certain support matchups. And the Night Stalker just stands on top of them, silences them, and hits them because you get a lot of bonus damage from the ult. So let's say
10
enemy has a Rubik or
seconds.
something, the Night Stalker just goes up to him and he dies, and you have
5
complete vision.
seconds.
The other side we see a Tinker and a Kunkka ban. Well,
Yeah, so
Tinker
they
is...
were the Bigs and Kunkka was owning.
Yeah, that guy played a very, very good Kunkka last game. I'm not
Tiny
sure
coming out. I
about
mean,
Tinker.
Tiny is a meta pick,
Tiny, yeah.
so yeah, it's really good dispatch. I think you play it pulse 1, but you can play it like everywhere.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remain.
I was thinking of that Tinker ban. I see it getting banned every time against
5
Bomber, of course.
seconds
Yeah,
remain.
But
I think they just saw the Tumblr. I don't know which level he is, or if he
I
even
think
has
it's level 30.
Dota Plus.
I think it's level 30.
But he owned versus France, like not actual competitive match, but
But is it first phase ban worthy though?
I mean, a lot of people don't want to play against Stinker. It's kind of really annoying hero.
It is an annoying hero, but
So if you
if
don't want to play it and the enemy has a really good Tinker player, it's just kind
Dire's
of
turn to pick.
pick it, and you don't want to play against it, just ban it.
yeah, but the draft gives you enough opportunity, right, to take some good heroes against it, like a Storm, maybe a Zeus, something like that. Tinker doesn't really like to play against. But yeah, then again, he's
Alright,
just a great player.
as an anti-mage aficionado, I'm just gonna say that this is a perfect anti-mage game. I mean,
Perfect
anti-mage is
anti-mage.
very good dispatch, but you know,
So yeah, they don't really have a lot of control so far. You can let Timber be without mana in the lane, which, well, you probably won't kill him in the lane, but at least you will make sure he won't kill you as well. Just be farming, which you want as an anti-mage, of course.
wonder why they pick Nyx Assassin, like first pick. Because most of the times you want to first pick some very OP meta hero, but I have not seen. Maybe I'm just blind, But I've
Oh.
never not seen Nyx assassins in my games.
Yeah, well, Sweden did it as well against Team Netherlands, and the Nyx
And they owned.
Assassin, yeah, they owned with it. Like the Nyx Assassin did God's work in that game. He scouted out so many movements out of Netherlands game. I guess maybe they want to do something like that. After that, I saw Netherlands banning it most of the time as well, so I really didn't like playing against it. But what would the Netherlands be looking for right now?
It is Dire's bad.
An off-lane hero. Oh, alright. So that kind of locks in Tiny is not a +1, I think. Or Tomler plays Gyro. I mean, it's just a
Tomler
flex
does.
draft, I guess.
Yeah, they did this in game 1 as well. They could like go either way with it. Most logical makes it that
10
yes, it's
seconds
a.
remain.
Oh, does get Shara played still as +1? Because I also see the support a lot.
Remain.
They already have 2 supports, though.
What if we get a core treant? +3.
Could be. the Vixen treant. I don't really understand the Gyro pick. Like, Cash probably knows things I don't. But I feel like if you play Gyro, you just get bursted by Nyx. And the AA Timber thing.
Maybe they are just looking into ensure that Timber doesn't have a lane because we have a lot of magic damage on Gyro.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, still, I think it's not like game ruiningly good against like a monkey because they banned monkey. It's not like it's unplayable to play Timber against Gyro. It's just kind of iffy.
Yeah, exactly. It could go both ways, especially with the Nyx maybe landing a good stun and the one combo of Timber. There's a lot of HP in the Gyro.
I mean, maybe he's trying to get some confidence back after the Weaver game.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe he's not confident in his laning abilities anymore. He just wants
Just get to level 5, get your level 3 flag cannon, hit creeps in the jungle.
I mean, that's the cash special, right?
I mean,
Dire's turn.
it is actually good because when Timber hits 6, you don't want to be in lane anymore.
No.
So either you want to own Timber in lane, make sure he doesn't get level 6, like a good time, or you just go away.
It is Radiant's
It's like a Doom hero. Whenever Doom hit level 6, just get out. Because otherwise you die.
Well, that's for sure. You see a Sand King Bloodseeker ban. Not sure why they would still be scared of a Bloodseeker though in this game. Well, I guess they have a lot of movement with him. You get ruptured, that might be painful.
I also think they don't know what the heroes are, like, position-wise.
10 seconds.
So they just ban out. I think they ban off offlane, so I think they have a 1 and 2 Gyro Tiny.
This is always what I like about drafting. Like, Team Netherlands just have you guessing in what they can do. Meanwhile, on Team Spain, you know that they need a +1 right now, so you kind of can target some ban.
I mean, this opening from Netherlands when it comes to flexibility is not great though.
That's true.
Like you already give away your 2 supports.
Most of the time, you don't want to lock in your support duo at the first phase.
I mean, that's why like, Dawnbreaker and Night Stalker is really good. Kind of surprised they didn't pick Dawnbreaker. Really feel that hero is super strong.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Behold the horn of Magnus.
Alright. So
That's very
Magnus +1,
confusing.
I think. No, it's like we have an Ame fan, I think.
Yeah, but
Team Spain is an Ame fan. I know who the
10
carry player is.
seconds remain. 5 seconds.
yeah, it was Mouseful. So maybe they just got impressed by Yuma yesterday. The NA region
Choice.
he was playing. And Fenno. I like this Fenno pick.
If he doesn't get owned, yeah, if he doesn't get owned in lane, this Venno is gonna be really strong. But I also think Venno needs to play really aggressive. Because sometimes you have especially when I have a Venno in my team, he just hits Ancients for 20 minutes. Of course, that isn't the Bigson way. This guy is making space left and right. but you have two or one really greedy core in the gyrocopter, and Tiny is also, if he doesn't win lane, he wants to hit some creeps. So
10
maybe
seconds.
they need to play around which camps, which cores get.
5 seconds remain.
Bigson needs to own the lane up, push the tower and make some space.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I think when they get BKBs, or the gyro gets BKB Aghanim Scepter and stuff, I think it's gonna be really hard for Team Spain. Because you have the Nyx Assassin, who doesn't really do anything when someone uses BKB. Void Spirit is really useless when someone uses BKB. Same goes for Ancient Apparition and Timbersaw.
So basically, get BKB and the whole enemy line
Yeah,
is pretty
get
much
BKB
useless.
on the Netherlands and then you win the game.
That might be a great tip. I think the Void Spirit is gonna struggle mid as well, by the way, against Tiny.
Yeah,
The nuke
should
damage
be
just gets
easy
too
to
high.
last hit and shit.
Yeah, and the nuke
I don't
damage.
know, do you actually go 3 level 1 on Tiny? Do you skip it?
No, I
I've
get
seen
it.
some Tinies to skip the 3 too, because they want to max the toss and Q.
I think, well, most of the time I get it at least when I play Tiny, but maybe because it's a melee versus melee matchup, you can skip it because you don't have to get out of position that much to get that range creep. If you have to get a range creep against a range hero, you take a lot of right clicks most of the time. If you have to right click it, but now you don't have to. So he doesn't. I think he can skip it at least.
For the main event.
Let's see what he's gonna do. Nope, he took it. And there goes that.
If I'm a Spain fan right now, I feel like
Can't run from the
if
venomous
Spain is
one.
not winning by a good amount at 10 minutes, you're gonna feel really bad.
Yeah.
Because you have this lineup which, I mean, your Magnus +1 doesn't really want to initiate. Like if I'm a Magnus +1, I don't want to be the one blinking in and RPing a lot of people.
No.
So you want a Nyx that's running around with his mid laner. And the Dire wants to be the team that is initiating fights. If Dire is not winning, the Netherlands team is gonna take the initiative.
30 seconds.
They're just gonna lose. So Spain team needs to really get aggressive early game. Make sure they have vision and they get the fights they want.
Yeah, but that's
Instead of the other way around.
that's gonna be rough for them though, because you have to fight up against that Venom who can just defend the towers with his wards. They have a train to heal up those towers. It's gonna be rough to take towers and take map control away in this game.
They don't really have any tower damage except for
The moment you
Magnus,
all
maybe.
been waiting
That's
for. Let's
Dixon
maybe they
outclicking.
forgot to get a tower hitting hero.
I mean, Magnus could hit it pretty hard at some point, but yeah, as you already said, he doesn't want to be on the front lines. Start of a fight.
What is the new UI actually?
Yeah,
What,
it
what the hell
looks
is this?
very
It's so
weird.
bad. It looked so bad.
It looks very weird. Anyway, we see the lanes shaping up. Are those lanes you kind of expected? Probably, right? The Twink with the Gyro, Rubik
No,
with the
if you
Venom.
look at bottom, the Spain actually did a 10 million IQ play. They cut all of the trees. So now Myron is feeling very sad.
That Myron. And he's
Sad
getting
Myron,
and they're
no
grip skipping as
trees.
well. But he's gonna get a lot of right clicks for this.
No, beat him up.
He gets done.
90 damage level 1.
Yeah, this is the annoying part of a Trinity. He's just clicking him and clicking. Nyx have a lot of HP regen though, at least, so is that going for him? But yeah, he lost pretty much all his HP for that one. And Cash is just pulling the creep wave behind the
Right.
tower now.
For all of the carry players, if this happens to you, you just connect the creep waves. Like big money Cash is doing right now. Because if you put it on a tower, you're gonna get a lot of damage. And you're gonna miss out on the next group wave. Like it's gonna be where Timber is now.
So at what level do you think that this Void Spirit needs to be scared of this tiny nuke damage? You took the 3 level one, so it's gonna be a little bit later as normal. I think around level 5 you You might want to be very careful about laning.
I actually don't think there's that much kill threat if Voice Spirit stays at a relatively okay HP pool.
Yeah, but he's already out of
Like-
region.
Yeah, I mean,
You
there's
already
a
used
bottle
it.
coming now.
That's true. He went quite quickly through those.
I think if the Void Spirit is not AFK, he can just press his W, and then he should be denying all of the combo from Tiny.
Yeah, so yeah, that's true. It's the stuns or mini stun. Well, actually, it has a little bit of a cast animation, so I'm not sure you actually can cast it.
There is
Once Korea got killed in the meantime.
Tiny still needs to walk up though.
True. Meanwhile, again, Nixa says I might be in trouble this time around. Getting slowed up.
But he is doing what he needs to, because this Timber, he's giving the Timbersaw solo XP, and Timber is getting a good amount of group waves, because otherwise he would get zoned by the big tree boy. Because the only thing you want in this Timber lane is for Timber to get a good amount of levels, because then he can just own it up. The next assassin can just go around and make plays on the map.
See some de-warning more going on here. The Morph Prodigy. Morph second time Rubik. Did you like his performance in game 1 on the Rubik? Dealing some Dawnbreaker ults.
The Dawnbreaker ults were really clutch.
Yeah,
It's
those
also,
are
you can't see the difference. They didn't add the green glow thingy.
yeah, I got
Okay,
confused multiple times.
you can't see the difference between normal Dawnbreaker and Rubik Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, that was pretty confusing to cast, not gonna lie about that one. But yeah, Fano just doing what he needs to do, getting some last hits in the lane. I think
The Void Spirit is doing really good actually in lane.
Yeah, I expected Tommy to take off in this lane, but it's about even, pretty much.
You can also see that the Nyx Assassin is getting the rune.
Yeah,
For the chat,
Tomar-
never mind. Tomar is owning it up.
yeah, 9 the bottle region.
This Void Spirit's so sad now.
Yeah, he is, but he still has a bound rune to take, so at least there's something. Unless Nyx is gonna take it now away from him, which happens a lot in my pubs always. Oh.
Huh?
It is still a lot of damage on. He also got an extra tango.
You might never recover.
The top lane is just a denying war, it seems. 8 and nice for Veno, 6 for Magnus.
Yeah, I don't think we see much happening here because Magnus is kind of thinking he has a skill to get out most
Did
of
he
the
miss
time.
Gale actually? He missed Gale.
Yeah, he missed the kill. But yeah, he always has
That's
skill
bad.
to get out. But Feno is getting now to be a little bit annoying. The tanky Magnus.
I think as a Dire you're feeling pretty okay. Because Void Spirit is doing better than expected mid. Top lane is going pretty okay. Looking at like it's a Veno. Veno is supposed to own it up.
Do they
And the
already have
Timber is getting
stacks?
his Timber is getting his levels.
They have 2 stacks so far for the Magnus. Standing at the ready for him when farm. We catch up with that as well. On the side of Radiant we don't see any stacks so far. They don't really have, well they have of course the gyro. Gonna be farming ancient stacks probably later on. But yeah, we've seen Nyx hanging around now, a lot of mid, so he's leaving the Timber alone, but yeah, Timber's already like level 4, so he's fine in the lane now. He's not that scared anymore of those right
Yeah.
clicks.
You also wanna pressure Timber when he's like level 1 or 2. So then he's just a squishy boy. Now he's at level 5, he should have 2 or 3 levels in his E. Can't really kill him.
Yeah, he has 2 levels in it, so it's gonna be rough to kill him now, yeah.
Yeah. And Kais is really sad now. Because the only thing he can do is just push out lane.
Dude, he's taking a lot of damage though with this.
Big damage.
This is the very definition of
Oh,
forced
they kill an AA.
What is this?
They found him out of
Like-
position because they have no wards there then.
is under attack.
It is really punishing to play against Venom. Because as soon as you're out of position, he just uses his Q. If he doesn't miss, that is.
Yeah,
You just die.
I don't think this AA wants to be in the lane like ever. He's just gonna get slowed and lifted and just pretty much die.
Dire's top
So I think Magnus is gonna go to the jungle now.
Yeah, he was already farming up the stacks we see. Got his strats done. And for the second stack now.
Dire
Trying to
should
stack it one more
look to
time.
their top
He also
tower.
had that hail sadly for him.
Unlucky, unlucky.
Look to their
Meanwhile, Tumblr. That is where we were waiting for. That kill.
What a legend.
Dire should
Yep.
Owning it
to
up.
their top tower.
And
Oh,
how it goes
AA died
really
again.
quickly all of a sudden. Hey, he died again. Yeah,
Nice big plays from Marv.
Under attack.
This is
You
already
saw
sick.
him top. He's TPing as soon as possible bottom. He doesn't really get a kill.
Dire
Those are
should
some
look
big
to
plays.
their top tower.
The
Yeah.
intentions were good.
The tower is gone on top, so this Dixon can play in the jungle, annoy the Magnus.
The Nyx is screaming in Spanish. Yo, the Rubik was top, right? Team, what the hell?
Well, this is what we saw in the Netherlands game against Sweden a lot. Like the Swedes were doing this constantly. They were killing somewhere, TP instantly to another lane, and made their kill as well. They snowballed on from that point onwards. They kept on rotating their supports all the time.
Yeah, so what we see now is that they took the top tower. When you take top tower, you open up the map for your carry.
We're here on
Oh.
Tumblr for a little
I
bit.
don't think top cheated DD. Alright, so they got the top tower, they opened up the map, and you can see that Cass moves up to the top lane. Because he has the... Oh, how do you
Okay.
die actually?
I am
on
not
Timber?
sure either how he died as a team. Well, he got poison or what at the very least. And most of the time you have more than enough, and he has a cloak as well. Most of the time you have more than enough region to deal with that damage.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to finish my sentence before Spain feeds again.
Go
So
ahead.
the gyrocopter, because there's no tower, he moves up. He gets the cams, the dire cams, where their ward is, and he can go to the triangle, which is the most efficient place to be when you're a carry, if you can farm the triangle.
So he's going for the crits first.
Yeah, so the Chrysalis is just really it's worth it because it's very low cost, but it does a lot of damage and it accelerates your farm by a lot. I mean, that's just like it's an Ame play, and as you can see, he is nlcast.ame666, like kind of like an Ame weeb.
Just following along whatever Ame does, huh?
Watching the replays, looking on BO3.com. Alright, so there's a big play being made bottom, I think.
Yeah, we
Let's
have
see if they can get the Veno kill.
They're setting up with a smoke, but Dixon playing pretty defensive between the trees.
There is
Mm.
little hope for
Even though it's
Right.
pretty hard to kill this Veno, I think, for them.
So now they see the Void Spirit is back.
Yeah, but they're going right now on the Veno, but oh, there's no Void Spirit anymore. The follow-up. Nick's missing the stun. And
Alright, that's some
How about that?
communication troubles on Spain.
yeah, I think Void
Because
just
Void
want...
Spirit, Void Spirit really wanted to defend the mid lane tower, and his team wants to get kills.
It
And
was
now,
a tiny DD though, so he can take time.
Yeah.
Quick. Little bit of miscommunication there, highlightly. Cash catching up nicely now, getting all that farm in the triangle, getting away. There's a tower incoming to this wave incoming to the tower, so he probably wants to farm that as well. Meanwhile, Tumblr going on mid again, taking away
Yeah,
half the HP instantly of that void.
At the same time, Magnus has been farming for the last 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, just
Does
got
have his
a
Echo Saber now. He's not going to the Ancients yet, and no one is stacking it on Dire, which is kind of sad to see.
Yeah, they
Because
only had
AA is-
a few
yeah.
stacks at the start in their own jungle, but that's pretty much it. After that, I didn't see
I
any
mean, his
stacks.
AA
anymore.
is kind of okay. Not to flame AA, but I think AA should just be stacking because he's kind of AFK behind tower. Oh, never mind. He's making big plays.
He's trying to make a move up to the gyro now, probably with together with Nyx and Void, but
Alright, let's see if Cash's game sense is good enough. Is he going to expect this? He does need to TP out,
yeah, he needs
Right
to
now,
TP out right.
or he doesn't have a TP.
He's dead.
Radiant should look to their middle
Unless he
tower.
can juke them.
Uh-oh.
Showing on lane right now. Yeah, they definitely know their prey now. Is Cash gonna run? Nah, he's gonna run straight into them. That's not where you wanna go, Cash. Cash biting the dust here. Giving
No,
a kill to the
unlucky,
Void.
unlucky.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is what it
that's
is.
the greed, you know, that's the Ame greed.
At least gets a free TP now, so he has one. It's something, right?
Free TP, yeah. 100 gold.
Curry, a snipe maybe? Nope, next didn't see it. Looking for a ward.
Block the ancients, big play.
Yeah.
He doesn't pick up the rune.
Tomla
On
rotate at
next.
bottom. Get a kill on the timber.
Does he have a blink yet on Tommer?
No, he went for
Oh,
Shadow
he's
Blade.
going Shadow Blade.
No.
No power chats yet. Like 1.5 seconds to wind up his attack. Tiny, without
That's
power
always a little
chats.
bit sad. Myron in a little bit of trouble here. Can he get out? He still has an ult to play with, however. If you want to turn it around. Marv is also there.
Ah, unlucky.
Getting a little bit split up, so like this. And then the Nyx is in a very awkward spot like this. 6 seconds for his Vendetta. Can he get out in time? They don't have True Sight. So he goes Invis.
If you're dire, you need to rotate fast. But
He will.
I mean, it's 3 heroes in your own triangle. You should be reacting to this having.
Well, they have their own 5 heroes around there. However, they were very split up. Someone after the Venom,
Yeah,
someone after the Treant, and someone after the Tiny. And now they're...
Yeah, we just call that communication trouble. That's it.
yeah, and it seems to be continuing because they don't know what they want to do here right now. He was just trying to set something up. He cannot do anything alone.
They're going for a smoke play.
So
Yes,
they
the
are,
smoke is
but
coming
I
out.
think they saw the smoke. It
Oh,
got pinged instantly.
They're going for the gyro again.
Cash this time
Will they
knows.
get it?
He knows this time around.
Oh man is waddling away.
Yes.
360 movement speed.
Activating his flag cannon for the next camp to farm.
This man does not like carrying TP scrolls. Can we just talk?
That's very interesting. Again, he doesn't have one.
Just die and you get a free one.
That's very true. But I'm not sure what
Are we
delays
just
you
set up
farming
it?
more, the 100 gold or not being able to TP. Well, we see
Domino is
setup
going
problem.
for it again. It's kind of hard on the Nyx assassin.
Oh, Myron is setting up on the AA. He's getting a solo kill over here. Can he get out? He looks to be in a lot of
That's
trouble.
worth it.
That's fine. Got the D-ward, got a kill. You're happy. And he saved his own sentries as well.
Whole team is there.
Yeah.
Like space created.
And then we look at this guy. Just going from camp to camp again. Farming up. Timber just finished his hood. A bit more magic resistance against that Veno, but meantime Veno has a Spirit Vessel. You don't like a Spirit Vessel against you for Timber. All of region is gonna be pretty much nothing now. What's the region reduction again? God, can't find it.
I mean, if you're this Timbersaw, you're very sad because you haven't even gotten the tower, and it's 15 minutes in.
It's not even close to being done. Well, he might have nearly killed the tower, but yeah, Trin can just heal it back up if he wants to. No, they haven't taken a single tower yet. We see Tiny Mom maybe setting up here. Can they get it? Oh, the Timber Chain got
Should be a
cancelled.
kill.
Yeah, that's a Spirit Vessel.
Team is
guy.
not helping.
Team is
no
just
TPs.
team is fighting on the other side against the Gyro,
Oh.
getting kill over.
Alright,
him.
that's worth it.
That's a good trade-off for
Space
them.
created by the Timbersaw.
Marv with the steal of the Void Spirit ult can get away, but Myron not so lucky, however. He will fall as well. Oh, they're tipping in Bixen now. Might get an...
Big plays by Marv. Debating.
He got him.
What a legend. This
Yeah.
guy is way too good. Yeah, that's a tip. That's a tip. 100%.
Oh, he tipped the Nyx assassin for being baited.
I'll hurry my foe to a spiky end.
So we were talking about those BKBs, but no one seems to be queuing them up so far yet. Tiny wants to go over a full Silver Siege before he goes for one.
Yeah, I think the Radiant knows they're winning because they have more map control and they have all the towers. They haven't lost a single tower. And right now they want to accelerate that like winning streak, so to speak.
Yeah, so this was
So they
already...
would just
already
want to get
pointed out.
damage from the Tumbler, etc. And Cash just wants to farm.
Yeah,
He
like...
died 2 times, he's like, that's 20 more minutes of creep hitting team. You guys let me die.
Dewatering the Asians now, so that's all safe. Yeah, who's gonna kill the towers for the Team Spain at this point? It's gonna be very rough.
I mean, it had 0 tower damage versus a Treant.
And a Venom. Don't
And a
underestimate
Venom.
those wards. Being very
If they
annoying
just
in towers.
TP Veno in and they use the healing from the Treant, they shouldn't lose a single tower unless they lose a team fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Invading the jungle now, because they have the extra map control from getting the mid tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is in danger.
Finally getting some
As
damage
yeah.
in. The creeps
As you can
getting-
see, the whole team from Dire is just clumped up in this little area
Radiant's bottom tower
around like the
is under
triangle,
attack.
whereas the Radiants, I mean, they're also clumped up, but they have a lot more camps to farm,
Radiant's bottom tower
so to
is
speak,
in
on the map.
Yeah, we see them branching out now to their jungle of the Radiant as well. So they're getting a little bit more. Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
They're farming a little space of the map and they're trying to avoid the lanes as well.
They should get their first tower of the game, 18 minutes in,
top tower
Well,
is under attack.
maybe.
the Treant is healing it though.
Bottom tower is under
I don't think you wanna defend this though, as unless you
And they
keep
fortified
a
it
good
now.
amount of heroes. Yeah.
The 3-wave here to stay alive longer. Doing a lot of like they're just trading a tier 1 for tier 2 and you're completely happy with that.
Dire's top tower is
You
under
can.
attack.
Still have Glyph on Dire though.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah. But they must be looking to defend it then.
Dire should look to their top.
They don't seem to be setting up for that.
It's just,
Is in
hello team?
Like they're just
fortified.
there's the
Right,
fortify.
there's the fortify.
But
But now they know there's no fortify. It's gonna commit for the tower.
Bottom tower is
meanwhile this tower is just staying alive by the healing. It doesn't really care about the creep damage at all.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And I
So-
feel like this is a fight you wanna take as a Dire. But you need to get your whole team here.
I mean you need to at this point, right? Like you're just giving up a free tower otherwise.
Bottom
At tier 2.
is under attack.
Lose all control of your jungle pretty much.
Right, the Dire team is rotating. They're on it.
Seeing the A here. Next assassin is very far forward. Can they they can back him up. Void Spirit on the Veno gets his ult off still at least. There's gonna be a lot of damage out. The Magnus killed Marv in the backlines, but a lot of magic damage coming in now. Veno just getting
Yeah.
kill after kill.
So I think maybe it was off camera, but Marv made another big boy play by lifting the AA. So he missed his ult, the blast on the Venomancer. Still went through him, but he didn't get the pop, I guess. I don't know
They're
what you call it.
diving a little bit far now though, and they're losing heroes like Myron and Tomla both died far behind the tier 2. That was a
Right.
little bit greedy.
I think Tomer just got a one evening of free tapas.
Maybe, maybe.
Someone messaged him. "Yeah, some patatas bravas, bro."
Just gotta throw this game. Well, let's hope he
I think
didn't.
he still didn't get the tower though. Dude, this TP. Come on, man.
He's just healing up again.
Fuck. Dude,
They're like, can we at least get one tower, guys, please?
so annoying to play against stream
Yeah, you
like this.
gotta kill a tower, otherwise it just gets healed back up. Real progress getting reset. Void Spirit, yeah. What is he gonna do for a tower? There's a siege creep at the very least, but he doesn't want to hang around here.
All this time, could you go to net worth actually on the graph? So all this time, both Magnus and Gyro have been farming.
Yeah, but
But
we
I mean,
see the bigger
more
difference in the other
yeah.
cores.
It's more favorable for the Gyro because you don't want to get one big hero. You want to distribute it across your core heroes, which Radiant is doing.
They're looking
I
for
mean,
this
maybe not actively,
team
but
kill. Can they get it? They get a stun AA ult Magnus.
Right.
Yeah, that's a clean kill.
it's a KS. It's a KS by the AA.
Oh, got
It's
that
a report
with
actually.
500 gold.
If I'm the Magnus, it's
Well,
getting
you-
reported.
You just said you want to distribute the wealth, right, around your team. So you're
My
like, I want to
bad,
do
my
that too.
The Void Spirit died. I don't know how that happened, but
I think Tomler just nuked him down with this combination and his Shadow Blade. His Void Spirit is not that tanky yet. It's only 1700 HP.
is it going Yules or something, or is it just going X?
He's going
Yeah,
straight up
X.
X. Yeah. That is pretty good. I like X on him, but might need a BKB as well against all that magic damage. Out. Grouping up now, looking for the bottom tower. Maybe Timber is here in a lot of trouble. 5 heroes here.
Timber is,
If they want to go for it, that is. They're looking for him. Oh,
uh-oh.
that was not planned at all, the Timber chain. Getting that Lotus off, but it's
He
not
is
enough.
surviving.
Not long enough, however. Team is just too late there. Magnus had a blink, so he could have maybe blinked in and get a nice appeal, but it's risky to go in. Benno still's ult, Jaro still's ult, so
I mean, Timber was isn't the BSJ dead lane, you know? Don't wanna be here.
now they're gonna just let the tower go.
It's also because they didn't get a single tower that the Timber dies.
Yeah,
You
that,
can't really go in any lane because there's still a tower and the enemy team can just TP, especially with the tiny, who does 2000 damage or something with his combo and
Yeah.
Shadow Blade.
they try keep going for the towers alone, but they need to go as a team to get one actually.
He also has the crit now.
Oh, this
Let's see if he
poor
gets the
AA.
crit.
Oh,
Yo,
is that
throw
out?
the tree. Get the crit. Get the
Oh,
crit.
no.
Ah.
Oh, Marth with the snipe. Alright, that's a sad AA. He does not really have a fun game so far.
I mean, Magnus pushing out mid, but Team Radiant is once again just going to protect the tower.
Yeah. What do they do against this? They can go top now. Hope for that tower, but yeah. As I said, they're not going as a team for one tower at this point.
I mean, Tyre is still doing pretty okay. When you take into account they don't have a single tower. Like,
Well,
they're only 3k behind. It is
yeah.
all on the Magnus, but they could just get a big play, like a big RP on 2 cores.
I think that might be a little bit deceiving now, with the XP also going in the favor now of them. Team Netherlands. Oh, we see a fight breaking out. Timber is dead again. Oh, although Timber's chain away. Does he have enough regen to survive? No, no. Got slapped down into the ground.
Yeah, so at this point Timber is kinda useless.
Yeah, and
Because you
then
want to be the one who owns in early game on Timber. But now it's all over.
it
You're
might be.
just kind of a walking magic damage guy.
They got the tree though. They got a kill finally, so that's something.
Yeah, it's something. Copium.
Yeah, but hey, at least he can heal the towers now for a bit, right?
I still can't push them though.
Still can push, but at least they're not gaining HP while you're not pushing them.
Can we make a bet? Will they get a single tower at the end of the game?
I think they will get one. They will get one tower. I don't know. It's
Yeah, that is kind of saying that Team Netherlands is going to win.
true.
It's not certain, of course.
It's-
Viva la Español.
Oh, the RP on the tiny. Can they follow this up with enough damage? Turning back into the rest of the team. Tomba all
Should be dead.
alone.
Yeah.
Very, very dead. However, the rest of the team is Pixen in a lot of trouble. Maybe can get his also off. Get himself on a lot of people,
Yeah,
but also that.
Alright, never mind. Team Spain is back, baby.
Back into the game.
Will they get a tower of this? Real question.
Well, the tower is pretty much full HP again. So, I don't think that's gonna happen.
So sad, so sad.
But yeah, in the
Finally-
meantime,
Finally
game.
win a semi-team fight and you still can't push a single tower.
well, Timber is trying though. He's like, team, come on, man.
Come on, one tower, please, my friends.
But Magnus has none of it. He's just farming happily away in the jungle, and the rest of the team is going back to base because they're too low.
He is level 22 though. This
Radiant's
guy's
He
kind of
is.
big.
is under attack.
But is he
So
big enough
is
to
the-
solo carry this game for them?
He does a Daedalus. He does have enough damage, I think. But there is a lot of pressure.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Because
but
you're the only one in the team who...
well, that's the thing, right? You basically now
something.
rely on getting a great RP and just killing everyone in this duration of the RP.
You can't really make a single mistake.
Yeah,
Because if he dies, team fight is over. And if he dies, like just normally from a smoke gank or something, that's your highest net worth hero by 6k.
So basically they just have to throw the timber in and hope they clump up a little bit so the Magnus can get
I
a great
believe in
AP.
Mausva. Mausva is going to not make a single mistake.
Mid Tumbler in a lot of trouble again. Doesn't have something as a magic resistance. Get the Nyx kill though still with him. Can we get the Void Spirit kill as well? We'll try to get the overgrowth on. Timber's in a lot of trouble.
I don't think you take this team fight. Let's die. Just get out. Team, get out.
They are trying to get up, but can they?
Oh.
Gyro getting low, but yeah. Magnus, as you said, has to do it alone. Didn't hard RP, so it did not do no damage there. And then I'm not sure if that was a very bad trade for them though, just because they got the tiny. However, if they lose this tier 2, then it might be bad.
There's no BKB on there.
No, all the RP, but only on a treant.
Come hit them, bro. Come, 1000 crits. Let's go.
There we see the 1000 crit on the Rubik. Sad Marv. Dixon getting hit by that AA blast. Nyx is looking for a setup here still.
Uh-oh, Vixen.
Vixen.
Oh! Oh!
Jukes. Oh. I guess Spike Carapace now, no? Not enough damage.
He didn't get carapaced by the Gale.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Hello, Gaben?
It should return everything, right? Or does it work like Blade? No, not Blade, no, the refraction.
It should also do damage over time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's 125 and a 105 per tick, so that's more than enough damage to trigger Carapace for sure.
I deserve this.
But yeah, we might be needing some BKBs on this tiny and maybe on the Venom as well. Actually, if we want that. Dixon looking into a pipe right now.
No one has done a single roach. 29 minutes, which is kind of weird. But I guess they don't want to fight on both teams. They just want to, I guess, skirmish or something.
I think both teams are a little bit scared of them. If each other's team fighting Roche Pit. Because you have the Veno, Gyro plus Overgrowth, and on the other side you have the RP with AA ult. Both are pretty scary to fight in the Roche Pit. So you really need a decisive team fight that you can take it.
How far is the tiny BKB?
So Tiny is not going for it yet. He might just buy Blink as well first. That's what he has sketched. I hope he's not going for the Blink so far. So maybe after BKB, but not before it.
I mean, Blink could be fine, but it depends on if he's the one going in. Because he died 2 times from Dire going on him. But if he has Blink, he just blinks on the AA or the Nyx, or even the Void Spirit, I think, and they just die. Which kind of makes sure you win the team fight, unless he gets a 5-man RP on the Magnus.
Bane is so scared to push though. They have 3 heroes top, but no one is hitting the tower.
Will they defend the tower?
They're finally going for it. But this will give the Netherlands confidence to go on the Timber on the bottom lane. They know a lot of heroes are not here now, and they can get a tier 2.
Communication issues.
Again?
The Timber just didn't know. He just didn't know. Team was going for the first tower.
I mean, are they getting it though? The voice ring is having a lot of trouble.
You should get it.
Yes, finally they got it.
Yes, applause. They did it. First tower.
As I said, they will get 1 tower this game, so that was it. So
too bad it's the most useless tower in the game.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ooh, he's still Empower. That might be nice for the Tiny to have. The cleave damage, right click damage.
Dire is going for a play maybe. Oh,
Dire going in on the Morph. Well, after that Morph. But they committed a lot for this. Maybe Team Netherlands now is like, we want to fight now. We know you used your spells on Void Spirit, so you don't want to fight anymore. Trying to TP away. Meanwhile, on the backlines, we see a RP. A Tiny Tombre in trouble again. He's getting blown up actually.
Yes, panic on the Magnus.
Yeah, I'm not sure Kersh wants to take this fight like this. Well, he's not taking a lot of damage by all the magic damage from the Vixen. Getting scared away from his team. Get the kill though on the Magnus. That's big.
They training their pulse 1 and 2 though. I mean, I think it still slightly favors Radiant. Mainly because the highest net worth hero in the game dies. I don't know what his streak was worth. How much
Yeah.
gold did he get?
794. On team, they got more gold on the side of the Spain, but XP wise it was better for Netherlands.
Yeah, I think it's mostly that Radiant still has map control now. They're the one pushing towers. Someone should deal with the top lane, because then they can move out and get some more camps.
Yeah, they will probably maybe send up well, Baxen already, or just
The
going to the
slowest
jungle.
snake in the game.
Got some Howard now as well.
325 movement speed. So sad.
Did not complete that pipe actually, just went for that halberd and I'm just sitting on that hood right now. Could he complete the pipe, you think? There's a lot of magic damage, so I think you do want to kind of get it.
Yeah, they need a pipe for sure. I just think Venno died or something, and then he was like, oh, I need a Force Staff, or I need something else.
Yeah. Myron Mio still
Right,
defending that
it's
tower, we
skirmish
see him
in the
here.
top jungle.
Out on that AA who is maybe taking down. Nah, he got safely to base.
Oh,
He's shooting an AA out now though. They might be looking to re-engage on this.
maybe he still dies in base actually on A. Oh, no, it just
What?
ended. It just ended.
Can they get the jump on that?
Still no
Oh,
BKB.
nice ult from Myron. Oh, and there's the BKB RP. And the Tiny just get blown up again, and Myron is also dead. And
Nice.
Cash
And a
doing enough
fight.
damage.
And a fight champ. Oh.
He tried. But in the meantime, we see a buyback of the Nyx Assassin.
It's still really good on the Spain.
Yeah, especially if this Voiceman is getting out. And Rubik also now dies, and he bought back last fight, so he's gonna be dead for quite a bit.
Yeah, they
90
need to do
seconds.
something with this. So either they go Rose,
I
which
think
they
they will go
probably
Roche,
will,
right?
or they need to get their second and third tower. I don't think. Maybe if
Cash.
they kill Cash.
Don't
it's
want to
okay.
stay around. Oh, it's the Vixen who is sadly.
Right. Go
Someone's
hit
gonna
Rose,
die.
my friends.
Dire
Viva la Spain,
is under
getting the first Rose.
Yeah,
Team Netherlands throwing.
they are having a lot of trouble. Like, Tumblr is just getting called every time by the RP and just dies by the damage that this Magnus is doing right now.
Yeah. I mean,
Even
I don't want to
BKB.
say it, but maybe he needs BKB.
Well, he got it now. He bought one.
Nah, he got it.
He's,
he
he's
got
done with it. Yeah, even with BKB though, you still get RP'd, so I hope he will have enough HP to survive those right clicks for Magnus, because he is hitting pretty fucking hard right now. I mean, what they are going for this thing, but they cannot find him. He was already gone. But they get a second tower here now.
Radiant's middle tower is no more.
I think this game right now is looking very Dire favorite.
Tower is under
I don't know what game it is saying in the win probability,
What do we have with
Uh-oh.
probably nowadays?
but right now the map control is 75% Dire.
I'm not sure why they. Oh, probably. Ah, it's this line. So it's just now in favor of Core. Yeah, 66% for him. It's new that they have
Yeah.
all those graphs in one, so I have to see which line is what exactly. But yeah,
It's a green one.
it's a green
Wait.
one. 66% for the Dire, 34 for the Netherlands right now.
Yeah, they need to make a big play on Team Netherlands.
Well, they
Right now
have
they
the
have all
BKB.
their ults on the Dire, so it's kind of scary. But they need to catch one of the cores. Let's hope they get the Void. Sad moment.
Rough to get him.
Radiant's top tower is
Very mobile hero. Magnus has that satanic, of course. What is he looking into next? He's looking for an overwhelming. This guy's gonna be hella tanky. Already 4.4k HP. Only growing and growing so far.
Radiant are
However,
scanning
it is still the same thing as we said in the
Radiant's top tower is under
like
attack.
10 minutes ago. It's still all in this Magnus though. If they catch this Magnus out, It's gonna be very rough for them to fight.
Radiant's middle tower is
But I
under
think
attack.
it's really hard though. I think this game is all of the sudden really favored for Dire. Because as you can see, the whole Radiant team is clumped up.
Radiant's middle
And they
tower
need
is
to
under
share
attack.
this tiny piece of jungle with their whole team.
Mhm.
While the Dire is just, they can do whatever. And Cash is feeling very sad, because he doesn't have any creep camps to hit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And some poke damage to that Void Spirit.
He does have Aegis. And all of a sudden this Void Spirit and this Timber shut up in the network.
Yeah, and they pass big symbol for now.
Radiant's top tower
Getting close to the tiny in terms of net worth.
And now they can push towers because they're stronger. Still think they should just force the tower on the Dire. Because they're that much stronger, I think.
Radiant's top
Level
tower
of
is
found.
under attack.
Someone's gonna use that, of course. They have a lot of attack speed now. Yeah, I think the Netherlands are trying to look for. Maybe they try to look for pickoff, but there's no one really going away from the team of Spain. They all just staying grouped together.
Yeah, and I think that's the correct play. Because they want to get a team fight now. They have a 1.5 minute on Aegis. They have all of their ults. And they are just stronger right now. So you want to force a team fight. And either you smoke or you just push towers and the enemy team has to come to you.
Netherlands just want to trade though, and this Tiny is hitting hard on that tower. Still have a glyph ready to go.
Middle tower has
And they can definitely trade this, but no. They are like just keeping back. That's probably a good play, right? You don't want to lose your Rex for Rex when you're stronger than the other team.
So I think they need to make a smoke play or something on the on Team Spain. Because Aegis is gonna run out in, what is it, 40 seconds or something?
35 seconds left. Ooh, Bomber and the Void are close to each other. Gyro now doing a lot of damage, and that Aegis is getting popped. If they want to
It's
go
kinda
again.
whatever. It's gonna
Yeah.
run out anyway.
It was about to run out anyway, but he is in a little bit of an awkward spot. He doesn't want to be found there, does he?
I think this is a good fight for Dire if they take it.
Meanwhile, the fight is getting split up a lot. We see they're going on the gyro. Myron is just getting cleaved at death. Cash trying to stand his ground. Can he stand his ground enough? The KB is ending and he's now just getting controlled by all of the control.
Still has a satanic.
He still has the standing. Is it
Oh.
enough health? He's surviving though, actually.
Hit,
Not
my
Thomas
bad, hit.
in. And he's hitting and hitting and hitting
Alright.
and he survived. Alright. I am
Satanic!
not sure about that.
I think they just miscast on Spain. Because the RP was used, and I don't know if it was just on the tweet or something. But it wasn't a really impactful RP.
They're
That's
just gonna
still your most important spell.
Yeah, and they're just gonna lose 2 lanes now because they have no buybacks. Only the Magnus had that, and he already bought back.
Uh-oh.
Wait for it now,
No,
everybody.
end the game, boys. End the game.
They're just gonna end.
Come on.
Is the game over? Can they do something together?
Show the graph, dude. My Team Spain, come on, man.
Oh boy, that is not looking pretty. The
Oh,
game is
no.
starting to end. Voidfit died
Oh,
again, and the GG is called. And all of a sudden, the game is over. Just like
Alright.
that.
Team Spain, come on, man.
Okay.
I think Team Spain was actually owning. Like
They
they
were?
got the comeback, and then they just miscast. And because the enemy team has a gyro tiny, they just push towers and game is over.
That was a surprise. I did not expect that. You said as well, like this is a good fight for Spain, and then the fight didn't go well, and the game just ended, just like that.
They used the AA used ult when they went on the Void Spirit Aegis first time, so they don't have the AA ult, which is really important because of the Satanic, as you would have probably seen. And then I don't know, I couldn't see where the RP was cast, but it was used and it was not on very impactful target, so to speak.
No, he initiated on Myron and Cash with it, with the RP. But he didn't kill Cash, he only killed Myron with that. And after that they lacked the control to
Yeah.
kill Gyro.
And they played kind of greedy without buybacks, and then because of the tiny who hits for 1,000,000 damage, hitting towers. I mean, the game is over. I
Just
still
like that.
think, I don't know, should I give Spain credit? They did get the comeback.
They
In
did,
the end.
they did. We
In
already
the
were
end, the
saying
Strobe
like,
Lava boys pulled through, and they did it.
we were saying that they're already having a rough time, and they started to climb back into it. Maybe a little bit of throw more like from the side of the Netherlands.
Yeah, I want to see the graph one time, once more.
So
This
yeah,
graph,
that's sad to see. Like you see
that's
them coming
unfortunate.
back into the game, finally taking the lead, and they getting crushed just like that.
I mean, it's kind of a meme, but I still think it's this communication on Team Spain. Because if it's like, if you have a very good team, not to say that Team Netherlands is very good, but if you have a very good team, they kind of know what everyone wants to do. So let's say they miss their ultimates, and the Void Spirit dies, or his Aegis is gone. You know, it's just you go back as a team, or you go in as a team. But it was kind of a half commit. Team
Yeah.
Netherlands did the same when they threw the game at the Rose fight, because they kind of half did it. And if you do something half as a team, you most of the times you fail.
That's why it took
So,
so long as well for them to take that first tower.
yeah. 30 minutes first tower.
That was not
Kind of
pretty.
sad.
That was not pretty. But
Very
yeah,
sad.
it is what it is. At least we will see the Netherlands play tomorrow more in the quarterfinals.
Who they need to play? Do you know?
So
Or
they
is it between two teams
let's
still?
see if that other game already ended then. They have to play against the Czech Republic.
Uh-oh.
Is that the team
I
with all
think
the?
I think that's the good team.
Isn't that the team with all the Hippomaniac players? Basically,
Yeah, I think that's the good team.
that's gonna be a little bit rough then. Real quick. But I believe still in the boys anyway, though.
They don't have Lichtbank, so they have a chance to win.
You think? Is
If I want to think.
Lichtbank the problem?
Maybe. I
Yeah.
mean, they did win without Lichtbank.
So the Czech Republic is indeed the team with 4 of the Hippomaniacs players who played in the DPC in Europe. They didn't win a single game though, and so that's the only upside. Maybe they're not that great, but we will see tomorrow how they will do. So any final thoughts you want to say to the stream?
I mean, work on the team communication, boys. Because otherwise, it's not gonna happen versus Czech Republic. Gonna be honest.
All right.
You win or you lose as a team.
that's
No
that's
AFK
very true.
farm.
That's very
Again,
true.
oh yeah, also carry a TP on Cash.
He didn't do that a lot this game. Yeah. So guys, thank you all for watching. We will see you guys tomorrow with the quarter final game.
Amen.